Every once in a while, there's that champion that you see that you absolutely have to have. Well, that is no exception with this Prism Pool and the headline champion. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. This Prism Pool that I am talking about is the Defenders Prism Pool. Now, one of the reasons that this one is, I think, very sought after for players, and the one that I'm pretty sure as soon as a lot of you maybe had saw it, you were like, oh no, there's a champion there I really want. And you know what? Honestly, there's actually a few in there that are pretty good, but I would say it's the headline champion that is capturing everybody's attention. Now, surely you guys have seen this, but in this Prism Pool, the headline champion is no other than this guy right here. Now, this was a fusion some time ago, actually before I came along to raid, so I didn't get him. I don't have him, but I've been asked multiple times if there's like a legendary you can get, Cece. He is like top of the list, and I think that's the same for a lot of people. For the ones that skipped his fusion or weren't playing around then, now that he's in here, it is a very tempting champion to try to get, especially with a 2% chance for that headline champ. Going into these skills, so he is a legendary defense type. His aura is accuracy in dungeons by 80, but his first skill attacks an enemy 3 times. Each hit has an 80% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. If the target's turn meter is not decreased, then each hit's going to have an 80% chance to place a freeze debuff on the target for a turn instead. So essentially, either you're going to decrease part of their turn meter or hopefully freeze them, but you're getting quite a bit of use out of that skill one. Now, second one, attacks all enemies with a 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff and 25% weaken debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. This is the kicker. It also places a counterattack buff on this champ for 2 turns, and that counterattack is so nice. Third skill, attacks an enemy 3 times. Each hit decreases the target's defense by 3%, which does stack up to 30%. Each hit also heals this champion by 30% of the damage dealt. So you do have a built-in heal into the skill 3. And then this passive here, when counterattacking, deals 100% of damage instead of 75. So think of the skill 2 that counterattacks bringing along with this passive. I mean, honestly, you could definitely see why this champ is like top of the list for so many people. Now, of course, this is a Defender Summon Pool, and there are other very good champs in here, including Wixbell, who I recently actually started building, and I'm working a clan boss team around this champion. But you do also have Freya in here, you have Harima. Like, the champs in here are honestly very good. Even a fusion, actually, if you didn't do this one, then he's in here. And we've got this guy and this one. But I will say him specifically as the headline champion is really what's probably pulling people in. Now, of course, we need to go ahead and take a look at the epics. With these epics, there's actually some good ones in here, but I do think I've pulled quite a few of theirs. There might be one here or there that I did not get, potentially. Seeker, I think I've pulled Seeker twice actually out of Prism Shards now, honestly. Recently got Tyrell as well, actually. I've gotten a few of her. So you guys always say look at the epic. 100% I agree. But there's some good epics in here, some good legendaries. But it's the headline champion that really does make me want to pull. And honestly, it does make these packs here a little more enticing, I would say. Now, of course, there is going to be an event that goes along with this, so you do get that singular prism pull. And for a lot of us, actually, we've gotten a legendary out of a singular pull. So it can be done. It can happen. But I'll be honest, this is the first prism rotation in a while that I'm like, oh, I feel like it's almost, for myself at least, a must-have at the very least to try to get that one. If not, to maybe even go ahead and get the packs to do it. But it is going to be a Gear Ascension Tournament, which is the Sand Devil Phantom Shogun. We are seeing that a lot more coming in when it comes to the Prism Pool. Since they kind of introduced that into here, I think that's been like the majority when it comes to the Prism Pool, where that is coming out of. But I will say, I think this is actually one that I want to go for at the very least to get that singular shard pull. And I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, regardless, it would be nice to actually go ahead and pull for always going into it expecting an epic, but would not complain to get one of these legendaries or to even get this headline champ. Now, for myself, with the dwarves, on this one, let's go ahead and find dwarves. I know this one is lacking significantly when I'm thinking of my faction wars. 0 legendaries, all of 0 on this account. I got some epics going along in here, but Yeah, the Legos are severely lacking. So honestly, as a first one, that wouldn't be too bad. Of course, to get there's of course the fusion if you did stolen, but yeah, for the most part, oh look, it's open right now. I can even show you guys. Not looking too good in here. I have all of 2 actual dwarves like built and the rest not. So I think my score of 31, which isn't terrible actually, considering, could probably be worse than this. I feel like it's almost kind of warranted a little for where it's at, but I realistically look at this, should probably go ahead and build more dwarves. But yes, we do have a little bit of time before the Gear Ascension starts, which for me it's going tomorrow. I will hop into it. I think I am going to go for it, and then I will go ahead and pull, and I'll let you guys know, and I'll show you if I do end up pulling the champ I'm hoping for, or maybe pulling a different legendary. No complaints there. Hopefully not one of these epics, because I do think I've got them all. But I mean, you never know what happens with prism shards. Maybe I was gonna say I could let it auto pull, but no, I think the fun in it would actually be pulling it. So I do think this is one that I myself go for. I think it is a fantastic headline champion. If you don't have him, it's one that is probably going to entice you. Unironically, or ironically, I don't know, I actually went to go check out teams of the week, and I just so happened to notice that he's in like every single team in here. So I mean, between Mikage and him, he's up here. So the fact that we actually have to go ahead and do this dungeon to go ahead and get the points to get the prism shard. But yeah, so if this doesn't tell you anything, then you can actually go ahead and see him in teams of the week. I have still been trying to improve my teams a little bit and getting further down into these dungeons. I do think I'm still nowhere near where I need to be to efficiently be able to actually farm and be able to like run these dungeons and everything. So I'm still working on that, getting down there. I am looking forward to when it is time to actually go ahead and farm in Phantom Shogun and Sand Devil, and being able to do it at a better stage, kind of faster and more efficiently. But at the very least, my account is slowly but surely getting there. I do think it will make doing these prism runs that much easier, because right now, if I do want to do it and I want to be able to get enough points to actually go ahead and grab that singular pull, it is going to burn a little bit of my energy. Say a little bit, but probably more than I would ideally want to. So I think what I'm gonna do is just, I guess, farm the lowest one that I can. I'll go ahead and take a look at what's gonna give me the most points, because yeah, I'm not there quite able to go ahead and farm down in the deepest stage. So I'll see. I'm still working my way down right now, so I am seeing just how far down I can get, and then by the time it unlocks, then hopefully it's one I can just super raid and run through. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free legendary champion on day 1, and then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. I am curious, and I would love to know if this prism shard has enticed you. Are you going to be pulling for it, whether that does include actually going ahead and picking up some packs for it, or at the very least getting that one from the event to see if you can go ahead and compete in it. Comment down below, let me know, are you going to be competing in it? Is this a champion that you're trying to get with that headline, or do you have your eyes on anybody else? Be sure you also subscribe so that you are able to see if I do manage to go ahead and pull him. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!